My beloved child, listen closely for a moment, because something gentle yet powerful is about to be revealed to your heart. Right now, in the quiet place within you, there is a truth that many people spend their whole lives trying to understand. It is not hidden in distant places, and it is not locked behind impossible doors. It is much closer than you think. Your thoughts, the silent words you speak inside your mind, they shape the path of your spirit more than you realize. Many people wait for blessings to appear around them. They look at the world, hoping that one day something extraordinary will arrive. But the secret that very few pause to understand is this: blessings often begin in the unseen garden of your thoughts. If the soil of that garden is restless, crowded, or clouded, the flowers of peace struggle to grow. But when your thoughts begin to soften, when they become kind, patient, and pure, something remarkable begins to unfold quietly within you. Stay with this message. Don't skip this moment. Because what you are about to understand next may completely change how you see your own heart. There is a reason this message reached you today, at this exact moment. And something huge is waiting to be uncovered in the next part. My beloved child, pause for a moment and listen with the deepest part of your heart. There is something gentle I want you to understand today. Many people search everywhere for blessings. They look to the world around them, hoping that one day a door will suddenly open and light will pour into their lives. But there is a quiet truth that very few notice. The first door to divine blessings is not outside you, it is within your thoughts. Your thoughts are like a hidden garden. Every idea, every feeling, every silent word you repeat inside your mind becomes a seed planted in that garden. Some seeds grow into peace. Some seeds grow into confusion. And over time, the garden begins to reflect whatever has been planted there the most. This is why the purity of your thoughts matters more than you realize. When your thoughts are filled with kindness, patience, and sincerity, something beautiful begins to unfold quietly. It may not be loud. It may not happen instantly. But slowly, the atmosphere around your life begins to change. Doors feel lighter. Your heart feels calmer. And moments of grace start appearing in unexpected ways. But there is something even deeper about this truth that many people never discover. Stay with this message, don't skip what comes next. Because in the next moment, you will uncover a powerful realization about why pure thoughts attract blessings in ways that seem almost mysterious. In the stillness of this very moment, something important is waiting to be understood. You may wonder why thoughts carry such quiet power. After all, they are invisible. No one else can see them, and often they pass through your mind like whispers. Yet within those whispers lies the direction of your spirit. When thoughts become restless, jealous, or heavy with worry, the heart begins to feel distant from peace. It becomes harder to notice the gentle guidance that has always been around you. But when thoughts begin to clear, when they turn toward kindness, gratitude, and sincerity, a different atmosphere slowly forms around your life. It is subtle, almost mysterious. You start noticing moments of calm where there used to be tension. You begin to feel guided instead of lost. And the quiet presence of grace becomes easier to recognize. This is why the purity of your thoughts is not about perfection. It is about intention. It is about choosing light inside your mind, even when the world around you feels uncertain. Stay with this message, because what comes next reveals something many people overlook their entire lives. Don't skip this part of the journey. There is a hidden reason why some hearts seem to naturally attract peace and blessings, and in the next moment, that secret will begin to unfold. There is something quietly remarkable about the way your inner world shapes your outer path. Most people believe blessings arrive only through circumstances. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect change in their surroundings. But what many overlook is this gentle mystery: the heart becomes a magnet for what it consistently carries within. When thoughts become calm and sincere, the spirit begins to move in harmony with a deeper rhythm of life. It is not something loud or dramatic. It happens quietly, like the first light appearing before sunrise. You begin to notice clarity where there was once confusion. You begin to feel peace where there was once restlessness. This is the quiet power of pure thoughts. They open the space within you where grace can settle. And the most beautiful part is that this transformation does not require extraordinary effort. It begins with small choices inside your mind, moments when you choose patience instead of frustration, kindness instead of judgment, hope instead of doubt. These moments may seem small, but they are never insignificant. They are the very steps that guide your heart closer to the blessings meant for you. Stay with this message, don't skip what comes next. Because there is another truth, one that surprises many people when they finally realize it. Something huge is waiting to be understood about the hidden connection between your thoughts and the blessings that quietly move toward you. And now, consider something that many people pass by without ever noticing. Every day, your mind speaks thousands of silent words. Some of them lift your spirit, while others slowly weigh your heart down. Most people never pause to listen to these quiet conversations within themselves. Yet those inner words are powerful. When the mind repeats doubt, comparison, or resentment, the heart becomes crowded. In that crowded space, it becomes difficult to recognize the gentle presence of peace that is always nearby. But when your thoughts begin to change, even in small ways, the entire atmosphere inside you begins to shift. Imagine a clear sky after days of clouds. The sun was always there, but the clouds made it hard to see. Your pure thoughts are like the wind that slowly clears those clouds. As patience grows inside you, as compassion begins to guide your reactions, as gratitude becomes stronger than complaint, something extraordinary begins to happen quietly. You start to feel lighter. You start to see beauty in moments that once felt ordinary. And in that calm space, blessings often arrive in ways that feel almost surprising. Stay with this message and don't skip what comes next. Because the next realization is something very few people truly understand, yet once you see it, it can change the way you guard your thoughts forever. But here is the quiet realization that surprises many hearts. Your thoughts are not only passing moments inside your mind, they are invitations. Every pure thought you hold is like opening a small window in your spirit. Through that window, light begins to enter little by little. At first, the change feels almost invisible. You may not notice anything dramatic. Life continues moving as it always has. Yet something inside you begins to settle. Your reactions soften. Your patience grows deeper. And your heart becomes more aware of the gentle guidance that was always trying to reach you. This is why guarding your thoughts is not about forcing yourself to be perfect. It is about becoming aware. It is about noticing the moment when a heavy thought appears, and choosing not to let it take root in the garden of your mind. Because once a thought settles deeply, it slowly begins shaping the way you see the world, the way you treat others, and the way you experience peace. But there is an even deeper layer to this truth that most people overlook completely. Stay with this message. Don't skip the next moment. Because something huge is waiting to be revealed about the hidden connection between pure thoughts, and the way blessings quietly begin moving toward your life. And now, let your heart slow down for a moment, because the next truth is deeper than it first appears. Pure thoughts do something extraordinary that most people never notice. They create space. When the mind is crowded with worry, comparison, and constant noise, the spirit feels closed, like a room with every window shut. Even if light is outside, it struggles to enter. But when your thoughts become calm and sincere, the windows begin to open. Suddenly, clarity finds its way in. Peace begins to settle where tension once lived. And your heart becomes sensitive to the quiet guidance that was always near you. This is why some people seem to walk through life with a gentle sense of direction. It is not because their path has always been easy. It is because their thoughts have learned to become clear and sincere. And when that clarity grows, blessings often appear in ways that feel almost perfectly timed, moments of help, moments of understanding, moments that remind you that your life is gently unfolding with purpose. But there is one final realization that makes this truth even more powerful. Stay with this message until the end. Because what you are about to understand next may change the way you look at every single thought that passes through your mind. But before this message ends, there is one more truth your heart needs to hear. Every single day, your mind becomes a doorway. Through that doorway, countless thoughts pass quietly, some bright, some heavy, some peaceful, some restless. Most people let them enter without ever noticing which ones they allow to stay. But the secret of a peaceful life is not controlling every thought. It is choosing which thoughts you give a home to. When a thought of kindness appears, hold it gently. When patience rises within you, protect it. When gratitude touches your heart, let it grow. These are the thoughts that slowly purify the inner world of your spirit. And when your inner world becomes clear, something beautiful begins to happen. You start to feel aligned with a deeper calm that many people search for but rarely find. Moments of grace feel closer. Direction feels clearer. Your heart begins to move with quiet confidence. This is how pure thoughts open the path for blessings to reach you. Not through force. Not through perfection. But through a sincere heart that chooses light again and again. And if you truly understood how powerful that simple choice is, you would realize that something meaningful has already begun inside you tonight. And now, as this message reaches its quiet turning point, listen with your whole heart. There are moments in life when a person suddenly realizes that the greatest transformation does not begin outside, it begins in the silent space of the mind. Pure thoughts are like gentle light entering a dark room. They do not force their way in. They simply appear when the door is opened. And when that light enters, even slowly, everything inside begins to look different. Old worries lose their weight. Old frustrations begin to fade. And the heart starts to breathe with a new kind of calm. Many people spend years waiting for their lives to change before they allow peace into their thoughts. But the quiet secret is the opposite. When peace enters your thoughts first, life around you begins to feel different in ways that are difficult to explain but deeply real. This is the moment where blessings often begin to unfold, quietly, gently, and sometimes in ways that surprise you. So tonight, remember this simple but powerful truth. Guard the garden of your thoughts with care. Choose sincerity over negativity. Choose patience over frustration. Choose light whenever you can. Because the moment your thoughts become pure, your heart becomes a place where grace feels welcome. And something beautiful has already started growing inside you. And as you continue listening, there is a quiet realization forming that very few people ever pause long enough to see. Your thoughts are not just moments that pass through your mind, they slowly become the atmosphere of your life. If the atmosphere within you is calm, gentle, and sincere, your heart begins to recognize opportunities for peace that others may overlook. Small moments begin to shine with meaning. A simple smile feels warmer. A quiet moment feels deeper. A new day begins to carry a quiet sense of hope. This is the quiet miracle of pure thoughts. They do not force blessings to appear. Instead, they prepare the heart to recognize them when they arrive. Many blessings in life are subtle. They come quietly, without noise or announcement. Only a calm and clear heart is able to truly notice them. That is why protecting the purity of your thoughts is one of the most powerful choices you can make each day. Stay with this message until the final moment. Because the last part will reveal something gentle but unforgettable, something that may change the way you look at your own thoughts from this day forward. And now, as you reach this moment, allow one final truth to settle gently in your heart. There will always be many voices in the world telling you what to think, how to feel, and where your attention should go. But the most important voice you will ever hear is the quiet one inside your own mind. That inner voice shapes your peace, your patience, and the way you walk through each day. When that voice becomes calm and sincere, something beautiful begins to unfold. Your heart becomes lighter. Your spirit becomes clearer. And the path before you starts to feel guided by a quiet sense of purpose. This is why pure thoughts matter so deeply. They do not just change a moment. They slowly transform the direction of your life. Every kind thought you protect, every patient thought you choose, every hopeful thought you allow to grow becomes part of the light that surrounds your journey. And when that light grows strong enough, blessings often arrive in ways that feel perfectly timed, moments of peace, moments of understanding, moments that remind you that your heart is moving in the right direction. So remember this as you continue your journey. Fill them with sincerity. Let them become a place where peace feels at home. Because when your thoughts become pure, your heart becomes ready to receive the quiet beauty that life has been preparing for you all along. But before you close this moment, there is one last gentle whisper your heart should hear. Sometimes people believe pure thoughts mean never struggling inside. They imagine that a calm mind must always be perfect and untouched by doubt. But that is not the truth. Even the most sincere hearts experience moments of confusion, moments when the mind feels restless or heavy. What truly matters is what you choose next. Each time you notice a heavy thought and gently replace it with patience. Each time you choose kindness when irritation appears. Each time you pause and allow gratitude to rise instead of complaint. You quietly strengthen the purity of your heart. And something extraordinary begins to grow from that simple practice. A deeper peace. A clearer sense of direction. A quiet confidence that your life is unfolding with meaning. These are the kinds of blessings that begin inside and slowly reflect into every part of your world. So tonight, remember this simple truth. Your thoughts are powerful seeds. Whatever you choose to plant in the garden of your mind will slowly shape the beauty of your life. Protect that garden with care, and let it become a place where light can always grow. And now, as this message gently reaches its final moment, let your heart receive one lasting reminder. The purity of your thoughts is not something that appears all at once. It is something that grows quietly, one choice at a time. Each day brings small moments when you decide what kind of thoughts will live inside your mind. In those moments, you are shaping the atmosphere of your spirit. When you choose patience, the heart becomes softer. When you choose kindness, the mind becomes clearer. When you choose gratitude, the soul begins to feel light. And slowly, almost without you noticing, a beautiful transformation begins. Life starts to feel calmer. Your steps feel more certain. And the quiet presence of grace feels closer than it ever did before. This is the simple but powerful truth. When your thoughts become pure, your heart becomes a place where blessings naturally feel welcome. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because your spirit becomes open to the beauty that was always surrounding you. Carry this understanding gently within you. Protect the garden of your thoughts. Let sincerity guide your mind. And allow your heart to remain a peaceful home where light can continue to grow. And just before this moment fades, there is one more quiet truth meant especially for you. Sometimes the greatest change in a person's life begins with a single realization, a realization that the mind is not just a place where thoughts appear, but a place where the direction of the soul is quietly chosen. Every thought you allow to remain becomes a step on your path. If those thoughts carry peace, your steps begin to feel lighter. If those thoughts carry sincerity, your heart begins to feel steady. And when those thoughts carry kindness, something beautiful begins to reflect back into your life. This is why pure thoughts are so powerful. They do not demand attention. They do not arrive with noise or excitement. They simply work quietly, shaping the atmosphere of your spirit day by day. And over time, that quiet work begins to show itself in surprising ways, moments of calm when you expected stress, moments of clarity when you once felt lost, moments where your heart suddenly realizes that something meaningful has been guiding you all along. Stay with this realization for just a little longer. Because the final message carries a simple truth that, once understood, can change the way you guard your thoughts for the rest of your journey. And now, in this final moment, let a quiet clarity settle gently within you. The journey toward pure thoughts is not a race. It is a quiet practice of awareness, returning, again and again, to the light within your mind. Some days it will feel easy. Other days your thoughts may wander into places that feel heavy or restless. But every time you guide them back toward patience, kindness, and sincerity, you are strengthening something beautiful inside your spirit. Over time, this practice becomes a quiet rhythm in your life. You begin to pause before reacting. You begin to choose calm instead of noise. You begin to notice the goodness that was always present but often overlooked. And in that calm awareness, your heart becomes open, open to peace, open to grace, open to the gentle blessings that life offers in quiet ways. Remember this always. The purity of your thoughts is like a light you carry within. The more you protect that light, the brighter your path begins to feel. And when your mind becomes a place where kindness, gratitude, and sincerity live freely, your heart naturally becomes ready to receive the beautiful moments that have been waiting for you all along. Latin Cross.